Welcome back to your Wednesday morning music lesson with your Wednesday morning music lesson host, Ian Larimore from Eastfield Global Magnet School. Today I want to talk about how to use some basic tips you get from music theory, chord theory, to kind of spice up songs that you may have grown bored with. I feel like you're a little bit too familiar with them. It reminds me of a time in class, I think it was either a kindergarten or first grade class, and I opened up the floor to request, which is always a kind of a risk. And someone requested a song I did not feel was necessarily appropriate for a first grade music class, and I said, well, I don't think I can really do that one. I think I also didn't know all the words to it, but plus the fact that it was copyrighted. Anyways, so at which point another student turns to this student and kind of fills her in on how this works, and she said, oh, he doesn't know those kind of songs, he only knows baby songs. So I was like, wait a minute, so let's besides the fact that I do know some songs other than what some of you might call baby songs, so-called, need to be taken a little bit more seriously, perhaps, than we have in the past. And one way to do that is to change them a little bit. It's possible to learn to appreciate them in their form unchanged. That is also noble and something I try to do a lot. But if you find that sometimes it takes a little bit of time to work up to where you can appreciate this simplicity of an old classic like Mary Had a Little Lamb, or Ring Around the Rosie, or Row, Row, Row Your Boat, those kind of things. So if you feel like you need a little bit of help getting there, you need a little bit of a boost or a bridge from here to there, here's one way to do it. And that is to make slight changes so that it becomes fresh to you again. And we're going to do that by using some basic chord theory. Now, if you guys remember, we talked about your 1, 4, 5 chord progressions. That's a really, really basic, kind of chord progression that would happen in a lot of your songs, your children's songs, folk songs, that kind of thing. Even country music, rock, blues, based off of 3-chord songs. So you got your chords there. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can go a lot farther with that than just the 3 chords. I'm going to get into today. I'm going to add in something called the relative minor. The relative minor has a special relationship with the first chord. You find your relative minor by counting up to 6 on a major scale. So here we go. So this is your chromatic scale. We pull these out. You start from any note. You can start at literally any note, and you skip these appropriate number of spaces here, and you'll come up with your major scale. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This note will be the root note of my relative minor. What does that sound like? Here's what it should sound like. So if I'm doing a D chord, if I want to find the relative minor chord to that D chord, here's one way to do it. You can count up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6, that note there, that's a B note. And that will be the root note from which you will base your other notes to make your chord. To make a minor chord, as we talked about here, so this is the basics for making a major chord. You take your 1, your 3, and your 5. So if I were to say, so starting from B, I'm going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's all the notes I need to know in that B scale. Take my 1, my 3, and my 5. Let's see here, let's do it here. And that's my B chord. Now to make a minor, simple. All you have to do is take your third note, which in this case is a E flat or D sharp, however you want to think about that, and you flat that. So take it down 1/2 step, right there. That's a B minor. Also played this way. Hold it up here so you can kind of get a good look at that from different angles. You borrow these 4 here. This one goes in the 2nd string, 3rd fret, 4th string, 4th fret, 3rd string, 4th fret. And you leave don't play the top string. Alright, that's your B minor. Alright, so we've got our D. If I count up to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, gives me a G. 5, A. So our chords are going to be D, G, A, and your relative minor is your B minor there. Alright, I'm going to use this to play. I picked Row, Row, Row Your Boat because for one reason, it's very easy to learn even if you don't know it, and most of you will probably already know it. And it's also easy to chord because it only actually has 2 of those chords. It's the 1 and the 5, not the 4, 1 and the 5. Actually, you leave out so you don't even have the 4 in there. And it goes a little bit like this. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And you see I stayed mostly on this D chord most of the time. Switch to A just briefly. Alright, so that's how we're going to do it. So you can play along if you have a ukulele or piano, anything tunable. Play along with that. If you are not used to, if you don't know any chords yet, you can still play along. I want you to play the root note. So play a D. It could be a low D like this one. It could be a high D like that one. Doesn't matter which D, it will sound good. Trust me. So just find a D on your instrument and play along. So it's going to be, I'll play one string just to kind of give you that, kind of match what I just asked you to do here. So here we go. If you want to play just one string on your guitar, for example, it's going to be the 4th string from the bottom. Remember, we count from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your D string. And then your A string is just 1 up from that. That's the 5th string. So have your, if you want to work on your rest position, start playing in rest position. It's a good idea to get that technique down. Put 3 fingers on the bottom 3 strings, 1 each, and then have that thumb there on the 5th string there, and then move it to start on the D, because that's what we're going to be doing. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Again. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. All right. And so far, that's been pretty straight. That's the straight, normal, traditional way arrangement of that song. Those chords there. Now let's kind of play around with it a little bit. So really, actually, any of these notes here, and I'll move this down here. So we've gone into our, I've kind of figured out the notes for the major scale in these various keys. So we're in the key of D, and any of these notes, this F sharp as a note is just F sharp. But if we were playing a chord, this would need to be an F sharp minor. But any of these notes you can put in, and it has a good chance of sounding good with your song if it's in that key. So what we're doing is we're taking the D, the G, the A, and this is going to be a B minor. You could also throw in an F sharp minor if you wanted to. There's a lot of things you could do, but we're just going to add the G, which is the fourth. And we're going to add the B minor, which is the minor 6 or relative minor to D. Let's kind of go back and forth between those. Sound kind of similar. It's not as strong a difference of relationship between, so like the major chord and then its minor brother. That's really different. You can't play those together and it not sound really weird. Some people do it and it sounds, but the relative minor, you can play them actually at the same time and it won't sound terrible. I'm kind of doing it here if I do this. Sounds pretty good. You know, not terrible. A little jazzy. All right, I'm gonna do a little finger picking here. And if you're a picker, it would be, it is 4 2 4 3 4 2 4 3 4 2 4 3. So you're hitting that root note constantly, and you're kind of changing. So dun 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 like this, dun 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 like that, kind of that pattern. If you want to kind of practice on something. Try different notes to see what you like, see how it sounds good. It's called arranging. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Okay, and it made it sound different, right? Made it sound different. We didn't actually change the melody at all. Sometimes I get a little confused here. I don't think I changed it at all. I don't think I changed the rhythm of the melody really at all. You can still sing it as you would normally, but just changing the harmony behind it, the different notes that accompany it behind it, you can really change the feeling of a song and kind of make it fresh. So hopefully you found that interesting, and hopefully maybe gave you a new perspective on the song Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Hopefully you'll think about other things you can do with similar songs and give it a try. If you do give it a try, please record it and email it to me or post it on Facebook or Dojo or something like that. And hope it. Wish you well. Wish you the best. And keep making music. Don't let this quarantine, everything get you down. You know, keep plugging away and doing what you do. See you guys later.